stuff.
All right, it's a 98 BMW M3. It's actually an M3.
So this is Chad. This is going to be pretty cool. We are going to be doing episodes now, as you see, on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays are going to be drift and moto. It's going to be rad. We're just trying to expand our other passions and hobbies with Terra Crew. We love pre-runners. Absolutely, that's who we are. But we also like other things too, all right? So take it easy. Chad's going to tell us all about this thing, dude. This thing is rad. Actually, got to see Chad out at the Sand Sports, right?
Yeah, Sand Sports show.
Sand Sports Super Show. And I think we actually have some footage from that. So let's check some of that out. So yeah, boys ripped, people loved it. It was good stuff. So Chad, tell us, man, where are you from, dude? Like, what's up? Tell us about this car. But you know, actually, don't tell us about this car. Tell us about you, my boy.
All right.
Where are you from, dude?
All right, my name's Chad Gobble. I'm from Oakhurst, California, and I eat, sleep, breathe drifting. It's my whole life. I do some road racing and stuff too. I love the off-road stuff. I mean, passionate about it all, but this is where my heart's at. So growing up in the mountains and stuff, we did a lot of four-wheeling and stuff too, though. But I ended up moving out here once I found drifting. Yeah, I came out here because all the tracks were out here. And I was driving 5 hours anytime I wanted to go to the track.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, either way, I was like central of California, but there's no drifting in central California. So I'd either have to come out here or go way north.
Would you say that that's probably like one of the bigger factors with committing to drifting is access to tracks?
Yeah, access to tracks is a huge thing, and it's always sad to see them shutting down, but then you see people doing big things with it too. So I think they're shutting down, but I think there's a lot of opportunity happening too. And drifting, I still feel like we're in the golden years of drifting where it's still growing and blowing up. So now's a good time to get in and start learning about it and getting into it because it's very obtainable right now.
Right on. Well, with that being said, dude, how did you... I mean, like, that's a big step. It's like moving 5 hours away from home to go do something you love. You know, that's a big deal, dude. How did you find that passion? Or like, how did you even get into this stuff?
So I actually originally moved out to Southern California to go to the Fab School.
Oh, okay.
And when I was there, I had a friend who has a FDRX7. And he's like, hey, there's a drift event going. Do you want to go and bring your truck? I had a little single cab short bed Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah.
And I had a locker in the back of it. Not even a welded diff. I had a ratcheting lunchbox, like just drop-in locker in it.
That's what's up.
And a handbrake. And at the time, I didn't even know how to use the handbrake. Like I knew what it did, but I didn't know how to apply it in drifting. Came out here and I had so much fun. And this is actually where I learned to drift. It's a great place to do that. Now, and they didn't have the skid pad yet and stuff. And we're out here in a truck. And I look back at those videos and I laugh because we're spit it out, but we're having so much fun.
Yeah. So
on a bench seat.
Oh my gosh, dude. So you basically went to your first event with your buddy, and was that first event here?
That first event was here.
And
it was Grange then. Now it's Apple Valley Speedway.
Okay.
But it was here. So I come here and I'm like, I'm comfortable here. I pulled up today. I'm like, I'm home.
That's what's up, dude.
I love
that. I love that, dude. So yeah, Fab School, very cool spot if you guys are interested. They teach fabrication. They're out in the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
And is that why you moved out here for Fab School?
Well, so I got into drifting and then I went back to the Central Valley for a little bit.
Okay.
And I was like, man, every time I go drive, it's a whole nother expense to drive further. And I was coming here to buy parts. There's sponsors down here and stuff like that. And it just made more sense to get here because I'm like 30 minutes from here. I'm an hour from Willow Springs. I'm like 45 minutes from Irwindale.
Where do you stay right now?
Hesperia.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, we got a lot of buddies out there, dude.
Yeah.
Man, you need anything fabricated? We got you.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what you're doing anyways now, so you got it.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes I got my buddy Damien, he's driving here too. Him and I work together on a lot of this stuff. And another friend of mine in Central Valley, Danny, he's helped me build a lot of this car. We actually built this car for a customer.
Okay.
And then the customer wanted to get out of it. And I'm like, that car can't go to anybody other than me or Danny. So now
I need this.
Now I got it.
Yeah.
So, and then I changed a bunch of stuff on it. But yeah, it's been through a couple versions now.
Well, you know what, man? I think it's time to talk about baby girl here.
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. So tell us, make, model, year, all that good stuff.
All right, it's a 98 BMW M3. It's actually an M3.
Okay.
So a lot of people, this car came about.
Not just bought on Amazon. That is the official BMW M3.
Yeah, and you know, M3s were a little cheaper than they are now, but now they're a little more. You're just as good starting with a 328, honestly. This one just happened to be started as an M3. So
heck yeah.
I built this for a buddy of mine. His name's Mark.
Okay.
My friend Danny and I built this car for him over the course of a couple years. We did a naturally aspirated street car build, and then it slowly progressed over the years into what it is now. When he wanted to sell it, I was just like, yeah, I got to have it.
Got to sweep that thing up.
Now he comes and looks at it. He's like, you changed everything. And I'm like, I just can't leave anything alone. So fully built motor, turbo, stock trans, stock diff.
Oh, okay.
SLR angle kit, fuel suspension. I mean, you could do everything I'm doing in this car, the same power and stuff you could do with the stock motor too. So great platform for drifting, honestly.
How does that translate with the actual driving? Like driving with that power and everything you're talking about?
So some people tell you that power makes it easier to drive, and then other people tell you that that's not the case.
How is it for you?
My general consensus is power, when you mess up a lot faster.
Okay.
So I did naturally aspirated driving in E36s, the Toyota truck. I mean, that thing made 180 horsepower. So if you have something rear-wheel drive, manual, you could go have fun. It doesn't have to make a lot of power.
Right on.
But these are a great platform to start with. They have good suspension geometry.
Heck yeah.
Motor, trans, diff. They could hold, this is all holding up to 500 horsepower. So I have twisted some drive lines in half and broke some axle stubs and stuff. I mean,
there's 500 horsepower in this thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, and it's a party. It's a good
let's
time.
check it out.
This motor was built for my street car, actually, and I wanted it to make like 1,000, so it's totally overbuilt. But
let's go. Wow, look at that beauty.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of time and.
So tell us about this thing, man. So what motor's in this thing?
It's a Frankenstein of all the E36 motors. So it's the OBD1 M50 block. It's a M54 B30 crank, built rods, pistons, M50 non-Vanos head with all built valve train. Precision 6266. Me and my buddy Damien did the downpipe and the up pipe, or both up pipes and the wastegate pipe. And then other than that, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. It might look crazy, but really this is totally doable.
I like how he says, this is nothing too crazy. It's
well, my other car's a lot crazier.
Yeah, this is rad, dude. This is great.
It's a good time. So I have a lot of fun with this car, and we're still, as with any build, you have to work through the bugs. And the last couple of weekends I've been working through a couple of the bugs so we can go next weekend.
So you are competing with this car next weekend?
This is the car I'm competing in next weekend.
This is baby girl.
And it won't look like that when I'm driving this week, and you'll be like, he doesn't care about what happens to the car. I do, but I get behind the wheel, and then
you get stoked.
I get so pumped up, and everything in me that tells me to take it easy just disappears, and I just go have fun.
Right on. But you know what? You're riding the stoke, my boy. That's awesome. I love it, man. Well, I mean, it looks so incredibly clean. It does not look like you've been even driving this thing for the last few weeks. Super excited for you with that, man. Do you want to share about the angle kit?
Yeah, so it's got I could actually show you the angle kit.
Let's see it.
I'll have to start it up. But
go, no worries. All right, tell us about this thing, man.
All right, so, man, I've done some damage to my wheel over the last couple of weekends. This was a new wheel a couple weeks ago.
Right on.
So, got the SLR angle kit. I've had these on street cars. I've had them on drift cars, and I'm just super stoked on how they drive. And the feel coilovers, I got a good story on feel coilovers I'll share.
It's so gnarly. From the off-road world to see the way these are mounted, it's cool. It's so different, you know? It's such a different beast, but there's so much engineering that goes into this. It's phenomenal, man. I think that's what's something really cool about the drift world. There's a lot of different kits. There's a lot of people who are super passionate about it that are continuously making like progress, right? And new ways and new adjustments to the knuckle and new
we're
adjustments to
still
all these
new
different
into
things.
it too, so it's constantly progressing. And the cars in Formula Drift are insane. I'm building a car to end up in Pro Spec for Formula Drift, and the level of the car you have to build to even compete with some of these people is insane. But it's so cool that we're still in that, like I said, the golden era of drifting. Like you could still do it. Like I'm just a person. I work for myself, but it's no special job. I don't come for money or anything. It's just a hustle, and if I could do it, somebody else can too. So,
well, dude, we are all the same, man. And I think that's what's so cool about the off-road and drift community, moto world. All of us, it's like passion driven. Everybody's stoked.
So let's talk about coilovers.
Heck yeah. Tell us about this coilover.
All right,
so these are the field coilovers.
Yeah,
right?
this is field suspension. They're based out of Wrightwood. I'm not going to throw any other names under the bus here, but I had a different coilover on last year at Winter Jam, and I was running a 275 200 tread wear tire. I didn't break anything. And then I put field suspension on the car, and I spent a lot of this year braking. I twisted 2 drive lines in half. I've spun the splines on 3 drive shafts. I've stripped a pinion, blown out 3rd gear, snapped an axle stub, and all this is coming from, I put the field suspension on and I got so much more grip out of the car, it started breaking everything. So like the sweet spot with these cars, with the stock trans and diff, is about 500 horsepower.
Okay.
But I had so much grip and I had a little too big of a tire. I started breaking everything, and that's not a bad thing. You want the mechanical grip.
Right. It's like a balance almost.
It
is.
You
have to find something where there's going to be a little give here and there for it to all kind of work together.
Yeah, and you want the grip because that's what makes you faster in chase and stuff like that. And I mean, you want the grip, but I'm trying to keep this car cheaper than my other cars, so I'm trying not to do the dog box or the diff upgrade. I'm trying to keep it where I could come out here, have fun, drive all week, and go home, park it, and then do it again the next weekend. So, but yeah, it was interesting. Going from another well-known brand that a lot of people recommend, going to Feel, I mean, it was night and day difference. And I'm not sponsored by Feel or anything to say this.
This is a genuine.
It was a genuine thing. I spent a lot of this year breaking stuff thinking it was a turbo lag issue when it was just totally a grip issue that I had with the car.
Wow.
Not even a grip issue, but...
Out of this car, man. Let's open this bad boy up.
So in here I got all my safety gear, obviously. Simpson keeps me safe. I've got a race suit, helmet, all that. And then NRG and Prisma keep me planted in the car, which is important. You want to make sure you can feel what the car is doing. That's huge on here.
Yeah.
These seats fit good. They're super comfy.
Yeah. And then you have the Halo seat, right?
Yeah. And
is that what that's called,
for,
Halo?
Yeah, the Halo. And that's for competition. So it's required for certain comps. I run a Hans device and stuff like that too. I mean, some tracks we're going fast. And we're drifting, we're controlling something that's out of control. So you want to make sure that you have everything set up. This is my first cage that me and my buddy did after I finished school. We threw this cage in. It passes FD Tech. It passes Sonoma Tech. We're all good there. So
heck yeah, super clean, man. I love it. I love the feel of the inside of this car. Super tight, super clean. And I was noticing this detail on your dash, like the paint and everything. It's just, there's something really special. It kind of like links up with the Prisma logo and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to kind of match, like the valve cover's purple, so I threw some purple on the dash too. It was kind of a cool way to do it. I took colors that kind of just went with the car, and I just did random blotches all over the dash, and I took some Dawn dish soap and sprinkled it over the top of the dash and painted the rest flat black, let it dry, and then I rinsed it off, and it gave me this cool design. I did it because when I put the dash in, it was just gloss white, and I pulled the car out of the garage, and the sun was on it and just reflecting off and blinding me. So I'm like, I need something that's not glossy, that's gonna soak up the light, not reflect in my eyes. So
it looks so sick, dude. You guys can kind of see it right here if I pull in. The sun's kind of on it right now, but I could see why you would want it black, dude. You know? Absolutely.
It's a little dusty and dirty. That's the only thing. It's kind of hard to clean off, but it works.
Right on, man.
This is a simple car. So.
And then we have the fire extinguisher standard
Yeah.
We got the stock e-brake. I mean, I'm sure for
That's
parking.
just for putting it in the trailer.
On the trailer.
Yeah.
We got your handbrake right here, this bad boy.
Yeah, I got the factory column gutted down with the quick release. I run the AEM CD7 display. It gives me all my data and everything I need to know that the car is still running good.
Good.
And I keep it alive, but I need to pay more attention to that sometimes.
Yeah.
Drive. And I get in, I'm like, oh, I'm a little warm.
Yeah.
But the wiring and everything in this car is simple. It just runs off of Switch Pros. Anybody could do the wiring that's in here with just a little bit of research, and it's all done on that switch panel. I mean, it's very simple. So
super clean, dude. And you know what? Look, I love, you can't pick it up in the camera, but the shine on the seats, dude, it's magical right there.
Yeah, you know, I'm not
sick.
big on like
It looks sick, dude.
Vibrant colors either. I'm a black car guy. My
But
dad,
it's subtle. It looks sick. Like
Yeah.
these little details are badass.
Yeah.
I think it really adds to the car.
and my dad growing up, he had a 72 Challenger that he drag raced that was black, and so like all my cars, I've got Formula Mazda, everything. They're all black because it's just
The Vader line, bro. The Darth Vader line, dude.
yeah, for sure. So
That's what's up. I like that, dude. Well, heck yeah, man. You did an incredible job in here. It looks super clean and tight. Everything looks nice and spiffy. You got the sick diamond plate floor right here. Love that. Very hardcore. It's a whole vibe in here. Looks really good, man.
yeah, it's just clean. It's the office, you know.
All right,
And
man.
I'll show
Take us through the rear of this thing.
So this car, there's a lot of cars that are tube rear and you see them shake and stuff a lot. There's a reason for it. And
Okay.
when we build these cars, you want to make sure that it's replaceable. You got to build them with the idea that you're going to crash.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what was done here. So I already took out the Zeus fasteners, but there's 4 Zeus fasteners that hold the trunk on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you could see everything that's going on back here. So I've got, these are all meant to crumple. This is all thin wall tubing. This isn't strong. This is only 060.
Okay. Why do you guys do that?
So that way, when I hit the wall, which I almost did last week,
Yikes.
it was a fun almost did though. So.
Okay.
But when you hit the wall,
that's kind of the point sometimes, right?
yeah,
So
well,
almost.
See, this is the thing, you know, when you're driving an event. I was out at Vegas Drift, and there's people lined up against the wall, and they're all like cheering you on, and they're smacking the wall. You can't not do it. And so I got close, and I've got this cool picture. I'll send it to you. I got this cool picture, and this guy's like, yeah. And like you see me up against the wall, and he's like freaking out. It's just
So rad.
the crowd will
dude.
amp you up to do stuff that you probably shouldn't do. But
Stoked.
so when I hit the wall, this is all meant to move in. This whole quarter panel, I want it to move. So I know it's going to fold right here. This is the last of the factory sheet metal at the back here.
Okay.
So I know it'll fold here, and then I can replace the back of it. I can replace these tubes. They're very simple.
Got it.
And then it gets thicker. So it's like this is thinner. This is a little thicker. This is super strong, tied to the cage and everything like that.
Got it.
And then I've got the whole radium surge tank setup, which is a must on the 36, especially on turbo. You need to make sure you don't have any fuel starvation issues.
Oh, okay.
So you see the filter, the surge tank, it's a 525 Hellcat pump in there.
Nice.
That runs everything. And
Vital to the way the car is running.
yeah, and it's cool that the way this one was done is a lot of people don't catch that it's tube rear unless you stand far enough back.
Yeah,
and you can
no,
see the
I
dip
didn't
in
even
the
notice
suspension.
whatsoever, dude.
Yeah.
It's very, very smooth, man. And then again, the car is just like a nice, sleek black. Like, it looks like an amazing car, but when you get into it, you can see how all the detail it truly has.
Yeah, and it's hard to want to change. Like, I need to put some other stickers and stuff on the car. And
It looks so cool, though.
I know, it's
I like
hard.
it. No, don't. Stay true to who you are. Do whatever you got to do.
You
but-
know, I want to. There's a lot of people that make this happen. That
For
help
sure.
make this happen for me, and I want to make sure that I support them however I can. So you know,
That's what's up, Chad.
I owe
That's
it.
cool.
I owe it to them. This isn't something that's just done by me. This is done by me, my
A
friend
team.
Danny, my friend
Yeah.
Damien. You know, the late nights when friends come by and just hang out. You know,
Yeah.
my girlfriend's always helping me with stuff. I mean,
That's what's up, man.
it takes a team. It's not something you can do on your own. And
It's a village to drift.
it really
It
is.
takes a
It
freaking
really is.
village. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Well, heck yeah, Chad. Well, thank you so much for sharing, man. I'm just trying to ask the similar questions that I would know with off-road, but like, are these like, what kit? Is this like a kit, like a body kit
so
for this thing? Or?
This is a Fitment Lab Phase 3. I spaced them out. I like a really aggressive body kit. I've got a couple pieces. Like, I've got a piece that's supposed to go down here.
Yeah. But it looks sick.
After Winter Jam, then I'm going to kind of go through, repaint some things on the car. I robbed Damien's front bumper for this video.
Dang, look at
because
that
I ran
thing.
it over last weekend. So
Right
my
on.
bumper I ran over last weekend. But yeah, it's just an over fender kit. we do that because the angle kits make the car so much wider, and we need to cover it. Yeah, we need to cover it. And then the back,
sick.
it's fun, and they look cool.
And it looks cool.
My favorite part's when the smoke pours out of here.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Then you get your smoke, your little, your rubber all over that thing.
Oh yeah, we pull sheets of rubber off these cars. Like
Dude.
we put so much in them. But
well, heck yeah, man. Well, dude, thank you so much for going over this thing. Look at that badass shot of that angle right there. Sig. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. Chad, what are you thinking, man? Are you going to go rip this thing today?
Absolutely. I'll rip it right now, and then I'll change tires and go rip it again. If you want to get into drifting, my recommendation, 325 or 328.
Okay.
And drive it naturally aspirated for years. Just get good angle kit and good suspension on it. Go have fun. Don't overdo it. Like, I have this car because I overdid my other car and I needed something more simple.
Right.
Go have your fun, get out on track, go party with the friends, and then these make a great platform.
Hopefully we got some stuff from Winter Jam. We'll throw in this episode too, and maybe we'll get a little interview, a little cell phone video, like selfie video you can send us after. You can tell us what Winter
Hopefully
Jam
you see me on the podium.
Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much. If you guys like this episode, you guys want to see more, any other questions for Chad, leave them in the comments, and we'll do our best to try to get those questions to Chad for the next time. A lot of cool stuff coming up in the future. We will see you guys soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Peace out. Thank you.